that could be a disappointment.
It could be. It could also be amazeballs. We don't know.
We must find out.
Yes.
I think we shall.
Hello there. Welcome to Savor the Burn. On this episode, we will be talking about this experimental bottled and bond bottle.
Is it experimental?
It's experimental to us.
Okay.
This could go very awry.
Let's experiment.
Yes.
Let's.
Of Angel's Envy. Let's, on this episode of Savor the Burn. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of the Savor the Burn podcast. My name is Jonathan. Over all the way to the right of the barrels over there is Mr. W2. How do you do?
Oh, doing good. How you doing?
Doing all right. And who do we have here between us?
Phil McGinn's back.
I'm back.
Good to have you back, sir.
It's very good to be back.
This episode, we're going to be getting into some Angel's Envy, the bottled and bond, which can we only get that at the distillery?
That is a distillery-only release at this point. And actually, it was last summer that they announced that, and it was available. I was all excited. It was on our list, and we just plumb ran out of time, did not get a chance to go by the distillery. And actually, we did go by this. No, we did not go by the distillery. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Did
we were
not?
there.
Well, we did.
Oh, you talking about
last year.
beforehand. I got you.
Last summer.
Well, that I don't know.
So
I was not there.
I think we were there right before it came out. That's what it was. Because we did stop by the distillery. I was supposed to get my stamp, and I forgot to get my stamp.
Oh.
And
Like
that
the-
was not quite out yet.
The
Tramp
not
stamp.
the tramp stamp, the Bourbon Trail stamp. But we will be getting tramp stamps here pretty soon. Don't know of what yet, but probably podcast related. Totally kidding. Well, I could think of less, savory things to pick up on a street corner in downtown Louisville than a bottle of Angel's Envy bottled and bond.
Yeah. That distillery is super cool.
Oh yeah.
They I forget where they were located originally, but that location is relatively new. I think 2018, 2019 is when that.
I like seeing so much of that equipment on outdoors, just kind of fenced in.
They got a bunch of it outdoors. They've got the windows on the side so you can look in and see the tanks in there. It is right across the street from their minor league baseball team stadium.
Yeah, the Louisville Slugger Stadium.
Louisville Bats.
Bats.
And then actually located inside that complex is the Against the Grain Brewing Company.
Yep.
And they've got the restaurant there, good food.
Tasty burger.
And all their beers. In fact...
Somewhat attentive waitress.
In fact, you noticed on the promotion on the board, I guess later this spring, Disturbed is coming through for their 25th anniversary tour with Seven Dust and someone else. Against the Grain brewed the official beer for that 25th anniversary tour. And so...
It just happened to be in the right spot at the right time.
We had to come home with a couple, so...
Yep.
Nice.
I hadn't even released it yet, but by golly, we have a couple beers.
Yep. But that's not what we're here to talk about.
Now, we're here to talk about Angel's Envy.
Yeah.
And the wonderful things that they have to offer.
I'm excited.
Yeah, because we were talking about this before we hit the record button, that this bad boy may be the closest thing that we get to their just plain juice.
Yep.
No, it's going to be a little bit better.
No lipstick
I would guess,
on this one.
No lipstick on this pig. That'll do, pig.
You want to crack that open? Get some pouring up there?
Yeah, you talk, I'll pour. Let me move this out of the way here.
I'll give us a little bit of information. So this is Angel's Envy Distillery exclusive offering, which is why it's a $3.75, which kind of made me go, meh.
Bummer. Yeah.
But it is $55.
Pause for bottle pop.
Oh, yeah.
Like a puckered little bottle.
But this is their bottled and bond Kentucky straight bourbon. There is no finishing on it like their other flagship Kentucky straight bourbon.
It smells good so
that's
far.
Finished in port cask. This has no finishing to it. It is just straight bourbon whiskey, bottled and bond. Bottled and bond means that it comes in at 100 proof, Bottle and bond also means it's a minimum 4 years. This comes in at 6 years. It says remastering bottled and bond. This summer, meaning last summer, we're celebrating the art of innovation with Angel's Envy Cask Strength Bottled and Bond Bourbon. When I first read that, I thought somebody was smoking something. Somebody really
Right.
screwed up because Cask Strength Bottled and Bond. In my mind, those things just they don't go together. Okay, so
Unfortunately.
defying convention, this release raises the bar by offering a premium bottled and bond bourbon at Cask Strength and marks our first foray into the world of unfinished whiskey. The 375 milliliter bottle is now available at Angel's Envy Distillery in Louisville, Kentucky. Established by the Bottle and Bond Act of 1897 and representing the pinnacle of American whiskey, the standard ensures a level of authenticity and unmatched quality, making it the global benchmark for whiskey distillation. Originally inspired by our founder Lincoln Henderson's vision, master distiller Owen Martin has created a tribute to tradition with our inaugural distillery series release in a way that only Angel's Envy can. There's a first for everything. Through a lower barrel entry proof and meticulously blending, the Angel's Envy Cask Strength Bottled and Bond Bourbon combines the historic Bottled and Bond distinction with the contemporary boldness of Cask Strength bottled at 100 proof.
I'm picking up orange zest, caramel corn, vanilla bean, and creme
vanilla.
brulee.
Definitely got the vanilla going.
Like the first thing I picked up on was that orange zest,
Yep, a lot of orange zest.
which is
Did
wild.
you say
to me.
banana?
I feel like
I think
I'm picking up a little banana.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's and maybe this
And
is
with that, I'll
like
throw
brown.
pecans in there too. Like
Yeah.
like banana bread.
yeah banana bread.
Pecans sprinkled on top.
And it might just be because my wife was making a bananas Foster's mead, and I've been having a lot of banana on my nose lately.
no pun intended.
No pun intended.
All right, so you're thinking what? Walnut?
Pecan.
The pecan. Some people call them
Yeah.
pecan. I call them.
I say
pecans.
pecan.
I definitely smell like a fruit.
And
There's a fruit thing going on.
So,
Lots of vanilla.
would you like to know the nose notes I have on this?
yeah. What do you got?
It says toasted gold for color, but then it says lightly caramelized sugars, vanilla wafers with a hint of banana pudding.
I'll be damned.
All right. Nicely done.
Yeah, I thought vanilla bean and creme
Yeah.
brulee, but you guys called out nanners.
So I'm sniffing a lot of niners.
Point out that is a natural cork.
And I will say that
It is.
the legs on this thing,
Oh man,
good God.
they're thick.
and they're just
and they're
stuck
running.
there. She got
We'll
stilettos.
talk about their bottle here in a second after we get this right on the palate. Cheers, genitals.
Cheers.
Oh,
All right.
That's a lot going on in a single
the
sip.
proof heat
Wow.
didn't hit until right before finish.
Yeah.
No, there's finish.
Yeah, but the proof though, it's still just right up here. There's no burn.
I got it on.
kind.
It's on the sides of my tongue,
Yeah, I got it on the tongue.
but I don't have it in the back of the throat really.
Usually, if you have burn on your tongue in the back of your throat, you need to see a doctor.
How about some honey? Honey and some caramel with some oak.
I would love some honey. Oh, you were
The
talking
oak,
about
the oak, like the first thing I got right
can
off
see
the
the honey.
sip was the oak. It just like. Well, now I'm warming up.
an oak.
All right, now we started off talking a little bit
vanilla
of
carry
smack and also a little bit of nervousness. You know, oh God, is this potentially going to suck?
Right.
Right, because
Have they been hiding behind their finishes
Yeah.
this whole time?
Right. That's a legitimate concern.
This is.
I don't think so at all.
I'm not mad at this at all.
This is a legit pour.
I'd like to see how it fares to what anybody else's white label would be. You know, well, maybe one person's white label in specific.
In 6 years.
Jim Beam,
I got to participate.
you get it. Yeah, 6 years. That's nothing to scoff at. So honey and oak and what else? Banana, I think, carries through.
Yeah. More of that orange.
Especially down on
Some
the
orange
finish.
zest.
You think orange zest does too? How about finish?
It's a nice, warm, long finish. I'd say medium long. The heat just stays right up in your throat.
Yeah.
Like
the
the back
heat's
of the
just
throat.
it's just sticking right there on the sides of my tongue.
It's a traditional Kentucky hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oak is down there.
the banana from the nose isn't so intense on the palate.
No,
It's like really, really laid back.
but I think
it shows back up on the finish.
I think that orange citrus definitely.
What are do the notes have anything for palate and finish?
Yes, they do. So a palate says sweet and balanced, honey latte, light fruit syrup, and toasted oak.
What's a honey latte?
I don't know.
It's like
Never
supposed to
had
be
one.
like a honey coffee latte. No.
Huh.
What makes a latte again?
I don't know. It's more than a little. It's a latte. How about finish?
And then the finish is rounded and soft, gently fades, begging for a second
Talking
sip.
about women here? Or we talking about taste on the damn finish? What do you guys? Come on, Angels Envy. What are you doing?
Rounded and soft, gently fades,
Like supple.
begging for a second sip.
Supple,
Gar.
supple softness.
I have the weirdest boner right now.
Awkward boner time.
Just asked for $20 and a ride to the gas station.
Why do I feel encumbered? There's this weird like little bubble gum, just like a hint of a little bubble gum.
And we haven't talked about the bottle presentation yet, but we got a cool little neck tape label.
Yep.
Which is that on all of their bottles?
Yeah,
It is.
It is.
Yep.
Okay. This one here doesn't seem really
it's an Angel's
that
Envy bottle.
much
It-
different than
It's a shrunk down
everything else
version
that
of
they
their
have.
typical. You know, their single barrel store pick bottle is a different bottle than the standard.
Yeah,
it's
more
got the
rounded on the
rounded
front.
on the
Bulbous.
front.
still flat on.
Yep.
Bulbous.
But yeah, the
Still quite
375 is it's the big one, shrunk down, mini me. I do like that they the wood topper on there has a red tint to it. So it kind of
Oh
matches.
yeah, kind of like a deep cherry would.
It matches the
Well, maybe they painted it, but yeah,
it matches the tape on the top of it. You know, versus
cherry wood anyway.
the rye,
It's a nice
which is
lacquer.
green. The green tape, because it's rye. Of course it is.
Well, of course, yes. I guess I have just never really checked.
Ever check what?
Oh, just the actual wood on the cap, not just the tape. Like this one.
This one's a little bit different.
Yeah, this has like a
That was a
distinct-
lot different.
It has a
It's a lot
distinct
different,
redness to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the store.
Guessing it's cherry.
They put the fatter cap on it.
Fat cap.
Oh, wait, no, that's not. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You know, and I love that the front and the back of it are relatively clean. You've got branding at the top. You've got the wings printed on the backside so you can see that through the liquid, and then you've got just a minimal decal down here. In this case, it's the Bottle and Bond cask strength. Still blowing my mind. But then on the sides, they have the side labels with the actual information on what this actually is. So distillery series, and I don't have my readers on at the moment. That's probably Surgeon General. That's Surgeon General. Their presentation is great, and especially visiting the distillery.
And seeing that
Everything
brand
else is top
everywhere.
class. You know, everything has just a nice polish to it.
Maybe we have
where
some-
they put some care into their branding.
Maybe we have some B-roll to kind of roll over this part here, but yeah, I mean, there's they have cocktail glasses and cutting boards.
Do you remember the bar mat?
shirts, and the bar mat was really cool.
So you know your typical bar mat that's got like, you know, logo and stuff into it? Their bar mat was this color, maroon, burgundy color.
You got it?
Yep. And I just screwed this up.
And I love how on the late finish, there's still a bit of a vanilla and caramel, just kind of sweetness hanging out there on the in the mouthfeel.
You know, it's funny, you in our conversations today over Messenger, you commented on, and I feel like there's a lot of distilleries that fall in this category, but a lot of their hats and apparel and all that were very, very heavily tailored to golfers.
Golfers. I am not their demographic. No siree.
That's a good idea.
No siree, Bob.
My wife and I have started doing this to everything we try that's new. We do just a little drop before you finish it.
It makes a world of difference.
It does. It can
really
shape
does.
all kinds of stuff.
It's just amazing how much it really changes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nose, palate, and finish. I mean,
All
across the board.
Haha. Jinx.
Owe me a Coke.
That's right. That's what it was.
Yeah. Or Pepsi. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That completely opened up the palate and a lot more caramel.
Whoa.
Maybe toffee on the palate.
Yeah, toffee.
And it's just a couple drops.
Yeah.
Tops.
I literally just did like a pinky droplet.
Pinky droplet.
Pinky droplet made a big difference.
Maybe a little like Granny Smith apple or Honeycrisp apple.
Yeah, Honey Crisp. I could go with that.
Honeycrisp, yeah. Because there's still a good amount of honey on that sweetness. But I'm getting
That
just a
soft,
little bit of
supple
an apple.
honey.
That might be already there on the late finish anyway. Now that my brain wants to
Why the finish got to be late?
Well, just because that's how the good Lord made it. What was the master distiller? Or the guy that had the big vision? I almost got
Founder.
Bubble gum you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. It's just literally a bit of bubblegum.
Yeah.
Founder Lincoln Henderson,
Huh.
and their current master distiller is Owen Martin.
Okay.
So Lincoln Henderson, that name you'll find that all over the place, but more specifically, there is a Metallica Blackened release that's out that was collaborated with. I don't know if it was Lincoln Henderson, but it's definitely something Henderson. So maybe it could be his son.
Nancy, our friend Nancy in the Whiskey Guild, Nancy, she says she has it. She has it on her shelf. The bottle and bond is a special bottle.
It's certainly special.
And
I think I would agree.
I think I would agree too.
It's so interesting to me that they were able to science it out, that they were able to hit bottled and bond at cask strength.
Right.
So, and not even with air quotes. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. But cask strength, bottled and bond, that they were able to say, okay, this is the proof it's at. By the time it ages out in the barrel, it lands right at the 100.
Right at 100. Yeah.
Like, that's some wizardry is going on there.
Maybe they proofed it down so low they didn't realize it was going to take so long. Maybe they thought it would take 4 years, but it took 6.
Well,
maybe they thought it would take.
See, I was going to say the opposite. I was going to say that knowing that this came in at 6 years and they were able to hit it on the on the head of the nail is really damn impressive.
That's some attention. You're spending a lot of time sampling and checking.
Because for them to say that, there's nothing younger than that. Mm-hmm. There's possibly something older than that, but there's nothing younger than that.
So, and bottled and bond is a minimum 4 years.
Bottled and bond is minimum 4 years. Bottled and bond is 100 proof.
Yep.
Bottled and bond is also all grain has to be from a single season.
Right. Yeah, no, it's impressive work. That's
Plus bonded warehouse, all the
But
things.
theoretically, they could do all of that and just let it go for 10 years, 12 years, 15, just until it hits
Well,
100 proof.
and so to meet bourbon classifications, it has to be no more. It has to go into the barrel no more than 125 proof. But there's not really a minimum entry proof for that. So what are they putting it in the barrel at for it to be able to climb up and then go, let's pull it, it's at 100?
I want to think that a distillery like Angel's Envy with so many different, craft style offerings that they have to send out to the world, that maybe they took a note or two from what Michter's does. They put it in there at a lower proof, and they took it out when it was right. And when it was right,
Yep.
it was at 100 proof. And maybe that was the goal. And maybe they messed up. You know, like I was saying, maybe they messed up and it just took longer. You know, maybe this is closer to 7.
I don't think you mess up. If you're going for a bottled and bond distinction, you're not messing up and needing to go longer by accident. You're going longer on purpose.
Yeah, it's by design.
Like Heaven Hill is they are, I think there's a 7 years bottled and bond. Henry McKenna is a 10-year bottled and bond. Now both of those are proofed down to 100, unlike Cask strength of this, but their age statement is a very deliberate age statement. They're not just going longer because
You're trying
it's
to
an
hit
accident.
something. Yeah.
They're going longer because that's where they have found the sweet spot for that release is.
Well, it sounds to me like there's enough room for mystery here, and the only way to tell for sure is to get a hold of the good people at Angel's Envy and let them know that they are now on our radar for personal tours. So if they want to hit us up, info@savortheburn.com or W2 or Jonathan at savortheburn.com.
Let's make that happen.
Send us an email. We'll make it happen. We'll be happy to hop, skip, and jump all the way down there to Louisville, Kentucky. And
We can be there in time for lunch.
boy, howdy. Yep. We'll be there to, kick names and take ass. So let's get into this rating here real quick. On the nose, what did you give it?
4 even.
4. Damn, all 3 of us gave it a 4 even on the nose. And there's really no surprise here. Orange zest, caramel corn, caramel
Phil, what did you give it on the nose?
4.
Oh, okay.
4. Yeah.
4.
All 3 of us.
4.
Just fucking do it, damn it.
We're doing it live.
4.
How about the palate?
For the palate, I gave it a 4.25. Or 4. No, sorry. Gave it a 4.
You kept it locked in at 4.
I
gave it a 4.25.
Girl,
Yeah?
same.
All right.
4.25.
Moving right along.
I like it, by golly.
In a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Finished?
I came back down to 4.
Back down to 4?
Yep.
I can see that. And that's exactly what I did. How about you, Mr. Phil?
That was where I hit the 4.25.
4.25.
Wow, all right.
Yep, it elevated a little bit for Mr. Phil. We talked a little bit. Well, we talked a lot of bit about the bottle presentation. I absolutely love the bottle.
Yeah.
I have 0 complaints. I love the natural cork.
I am a little salty that it's not 750,
Right.
but
That's
It's a
that's
limited
what
release.
but if it's a limited release, come on.
But-
don't skimp out on the goods.
West Bottoms Whiskey Company does that to us all the time.
I mean, well, because just
it's
look at it. We did 3 pours, and it already looks sad.
It is.
It's good. It's just, oh man, if it was in a,
it's got to be, that has to be one of the best looking 375 bottles on the market.
That's
Absolutely.
Probably true. It's probably true.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of distilleries that do a 375 offering not necessarily will skimp on the packaging,
But they'll make it look like those
but
normal
it'll
regular.
just be in some cases it's just a generic 375 bottle.
Yeah.
This one, they clearly custom molded it to be the larger one.
Just shrunk down.
Mini me.
So I gave it a 4.5 on bottle presentation.
All right.
How about you?
I gave it a 4.
4 even?
Yep.
And I split the difference at 4.25.
4.25. What was your final score? What did that come down to?
Add all those together, divide by 2. Mine came out to 8.25.
Okay.
8.25.
That's not bad at all. How about you, Mr. Phil?
I had an 8.125.
8 1/8. What is that, a half bip?
No.
No, that's
quarter
like
bip?
a quarter bip.
Quarter bip.
Yeah, quarter bip.
And I gave it a 8 3/8. 8.375.
All right.
We are within those 50 bips. We have a consensus.
Well, I found this to be, we were a little, I don't know.
Excited but nervous.
We were excited,
Yeah.
tentatively excited
Yeah, I mean,
to find out what we were going to find out with the bottled and bond version.
knowing that both of their flagship products are finished expressions, and this is their very first unfinished ones, there could have been a reason why their flagships have always been finished whiskeys.
Yeah.
There could have been something that
Just
there
like you said,
was
are you hiding behind your finish?
Yeah.
No, it's freaking
it's-
solid.
Yeah.
And another thing I noticed is I went ahead and took a pretty good hefty dropper of water into the glass. And when I smelled it, you can smell the char of the oak barrel. Like it comes popping right through.
Anything on second nose?
Oh, there's a lot of vanilla and oatmeal grains right there.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, yeah, I thought it was a very kind of eye-opening experience. I mean, you don't know. We had no idea what to expect. The closest thing that we've come to this would be the that bottle from Von Payne, their Von Payne Reserve. You know, because the only thing they had before that was that black currant infused whiskey.
Yep.
Right, and so when they came out with the Reserve, it was aged, but it was not infused with anything.
It was also a $150 bottle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Plus tags, title, and license. It was like 167 delivered. But yeah, it was not bad at all.
And this one was what, 50?
Yeah, 55, I think,
55, but you can only
something in
pick
that
it up
ballpark.
at the distillery.
at the distillery.
Yeah. So
Well, that kind of.
if you're in downtown Louisville on Main Street, across from the Louisville baseball field, what was it called?
The Louisville Bats.
Louisville Bats. Yeah, stop in, check it out. You know, especially if you like golf, they're going to have plenty of things for you to wear. But if you're not a golf club having ass individual, you're still going to find lots of stuff there. Nothing that they
Super cool.
as far as we can tell anyway, nothing that they serve, they produce is second rate, and I would put that up there. This bottle here up there with put that up against just about any other bottled and bond offering out there.
And if Angel's Envy is listening, please, by all means, distribute this everywhere.
Yeah,
Particularly Kansas.
yeah. Put it on a truck and send it to the KC Metro.
I would
area.
like to buy more of this.
Or finish this out, come up with another distillery release, and then make this
or
part of the year-round offering.
Make it that would be awesome.
Yeah, every year.
Make it
And put it in a full-size bottle.
Put it in a
please.
full-size bottle.
Thank you.
So I can enjoy it at length.
We don't need a sippy cup toddler.
Sippy cup.
You know, we want the family size. Well, maybe not the family size jug. Yeah, we want the family size jug.
We would like the personal
Yes.
bottle.
The personal one, the one with the handle. Maybe if they didn't have one with a handle, it'd be like actual wings on the back. Like,
There you go.
Oh yeah,
Carrot, like it's got like wings on the side of the bottle.
like a Viking cup or
Yeah.
something.
I'd buy that.
I
girls.
would totally do it. Totally.
You have any final thoughts on this one?
I really, really like this one a lot.
I really did too.
Yeah.
I really did too.
Solid pour.
And if that sounds good to you, stop on in. Downtown Louisville on Main Street. You'll see him right there on the street corner, where you'll get much better things than something syphilis can't cure. So, Mr. Phil, thank you one more again for joining us.
Thank you for sharing. This was delectable.
Yes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please definitely hit subscribe. Click the bell notification to stay up to date on all things Savor the Burn.
Ding, ding.
And no matter who you are and where you are and what you're drinking and who you're drinking it with, never forget.
Keep on burning.
What he said.
And stuff.